I am very excited for our next guest. We have a fabulous, talented jazz singer-songwriter here with us, Ori Dagan.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
So nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So, Ori, you are doing so well in the whole jazz scene in Toronto. Tell us about what's going on so far, or lately.
Well, it's a wonderful scene, the Toronto jazz scene, and there's lots of beautiful talent there. I've personally on my own music, I'm working on a new record. Cool. But in my spare time on the side, I book a really lovely space called the 120 Diner. You know it well because you've played there yourself.
Yes. Thank you for booking me.
We love having you.
Thank you.
And you've played on the indie nights on Tuesdays,
yes.
And we have that, and we have jazz on usually Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. We have a wonderful jazz jam. If anyone's looking to sing,
wow,
it's the place to go. It's called Lisa Particelli's Girls' Night Out
Jazz,
where gentlemen are welcome too. And it's a really amazing place. So 120 Diner, I work there, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah.
And you actually just had a trip over in Germany.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was really cool. I was there for this really cool conference in Bremen called Jazz Ahead.
Wow.
Yeah. I was talking to people, just connecting with people.
Right.
I'm working on a new album, as I said. It's kind of a tribute to Nat King Cole.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Can I put you on the spot, and would you mind doing a little bit of what I know you best for doing, is scatting?
Of course.
Yeah?
I like to think of it as scat singing.
Scat singing, yes.
Scat singing.
Yes, which you do a fabulous job at.
It's kind of, just to explain it to people, it's kind of like, pretending you're an instrument in the jazz game. So what would you sound like if you were a trumpet or a saxophone or whatever? And that's kind of how I learned to do it, is by listening to the great scat singers, Ella Fitzgerald, Anita O'Day, Sarah Vaughan, but also thinking about what they did to learn it. And they were playing with instruments every night, playing with all these horn players. So to put me on the spot and scat sing, I would love that.
Oh, okay, cool. Amazing! That was so awesome. No, but I don't think people actually understand how tricky that is to do, or how much practice I'm sure you had to go through to do that. Well,
you know what? It's funny you say that, because for you asking me to do that on the spot, that's going on in my brain all the time.
Oh, cool.
And it's what I do every day. I've been doing that every day, literally, since 1999.
Wow.
Because I fell in love with Ella specifically. Yeah. And I started off just listening back to the music and copying everything she was doing. And then we'd be at a party and I'm like, let's put this on. And I would sing along with it. And then, I just realized that this is what I want to do with my life. So I went to school and I studied that. But it's all about practice and dedication. And I do teach scat singing if anyone's interested.
Cool.
Go on my website. There's a little section. I do definitely do private teaching. And I always tell my students, because one sentence I always hear is, after I play somewhere, they're like, wow, I'm a jazz singer and I wish I could scat. And my line is, wishing ain't going to make it happen. It really is a lot of practice,
That's true.
just like anything. But it's listening, I think. Listening and then getting ideas, going out to jazz jams and hearing the instruments do what they do, the language.
Awesome. Cool. Well, you just released a video.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been really cool. It was released in January, and it's an original song that I wrote called Clap on the 2 and the 4. Nice. And it's kind of an inside joke with jazz musicians, because when a clap on the 2 and the 4 refers to feeling the jazz time.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because in a lot of other kinds of music, you feel the 1 and the 3 in a 4-beat bar.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a feeling jazz time.
That's true. And also you get those random people that clap along, even not during your song, but they clap, on the beat that's not the downbeat or something, and it's just like, come on, just follow everybody else, and you've got the. It's
well, the thing
funny.
that I find interesting about that moment is that they're really trying to support you and show their enthusiasm, and you're like, no, stop. So that's kind of why I wrote this song, is just to kind of help those people.
Excellent. Well, we've got it here. Let's take a look at a little bit of it.
All right.
Clap on the 2 and the 4. Clap on the 2 and the 4. If you cannot tell the difference, don't clap anymore. Just kidding. Learn to clap on the 2 and the 4. 2, 3, 4. That's right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on now. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Clap on the 2 and the 4. Clap on the 2 and the 4. If you cannot tell the difference, get with it. Learn to clap on the 2 and the 4.
That's awesome. What a great video.
Thank you.
And you said that it's part of some film festivals, right?
Yeah, it's been doing really well.
Congratulations.
It just got into the Cayman Island Film Festival. It screened at the Montana International Children's Film Festival.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been doing really well. I've been really pleased with that.